Benny Jackson auditions?
Down the corridor, second door on your left.
Thank you.
Mr. Benny Jackson is expecting me. Down the corridor, second door on your left.
Thanks. Hello, Phoebe.
Why, Judy Elvin, what are you doing here?
Same thing you are, I guess, auditioning for that spot with Benny Jackson's band.
Oh, I didn't know you really sang. I'd never really have come over except Mr. Jackson was so anxious to hear my voice. I don't suppose I dare take the job.
Ready to start?
Anytime. Give me a test, will you, Joe?
Sure. One, two, three, four, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, testing.
All right, Joe. Sure you have the cue straight?
Yes, Mr. Freilich, I think so.
Well, we'd better check. Now, when I flash this light several times like that, it means we don't want to hear anymore. Get rid of the girl.
Right, sir.
That steady light means send the girl up to the office.
Right, sir. Shall we begin the auditions?
Ready, Benny? Start any time now, Joe.
Sure nice of you to let us use your office like this, Mr. Freilich.
Oh, nonsense. When my star orchestra's opening in town, the least I can do is to find them a singer and a few specialty acts.
Oh, by the way, what is happening to those acts?
Now, don't you worry about a thing except finding that girl singer. I'm taking care of the acts, all right.
Well, when do we audition those?
We'll have them together in a day or so. Oh, incidentally, I ran across a girl I think you can use. Pretty little thing. Blonde.
I know those blondes of yours. Hey, remember Chicago?
No, this really is a lovely child. Her name's Phoebe.
I'll bet she comes from a fine old Southern family.
Why, Bobo, how'd you know? Have you met Phoebe?
I know the type.
Well, I tried to reach her for the auditions, but she was out.
Yeah, that's fortunate.
I'll tell you what. I'll have her make a record, and you can listen to that. You'll see I'm right.
We'll listen to the record.
Hiya, Judy. All right, girls, who's first? Wait a minute. One at a time. Here, honey, you come first.
Thank you. Well, how do you like that? I was here before.
Here we go again, boss.
I'm just out of voice today. Now, if Mr. Jackson will let me come in tomorrow...
I understand. Good day. You're next.
I do hope you know this piece.
It's music to my ears when you hold me near.
That's terrible.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see how bad she really is.
Maybe you could use her for a crowd chaser.
Are you kidding? Where would you get the crowd from?
Mr. Jackson, they're missing.
Lost? Who's lost?
The orchestration. They didn't come.
The orchestrations didn't come. Where are they?
I don't know. The baggage got rerouted in Chicago. Wartime, they say.
So what are they going to do? Ship them through Guadalcanal? We can't open without music.
I told them, boss.
Well, don't just stand there. Do something.
Well, I done all I could.
Oh, an opening 5 days off and we'd lost the orchestrations. Give me Bert Sternberg in Chicago. No, I'll hold the line. I knew I should have carried those things through myself. Yeah, it was only a small trunk. Yes, I'm waiting. Would you cut her off, please?
That's all, sister.
But I haven't finished. What do you mean by stopping me in the middle of my song? But Mr. Jackson wanted to hear me sing.
Well, he's heard you sing.
Well, I've never been treated like this before in all my life. I'll speak to Mr. Freilich about this. And I just came over here as a favor to Mr. Jackson in the first
Well,
place.
he's heard you. You're next, Judy. Don't look so nervous.
But I am.
Listen, you just sing like you did this morning at the boarding house, and you'll be all right.
I'll try.
Let's capture this moment and take it to heart tonight. Let us live all our life to come, just repeating this fleeting delight. Let's make this moment be our pattern for ecstasy. Though you're distant or next to me, may we still feel the glow. Let's seal it with flame now.
Yes, I'm still waiting. You better check back over at the hotel, then meet us over at the baggage department at Grand Central.
Okay, boss.
Hello. Hello, is that you, Sternberg? Say, have you got a duplicate set of orchestrations? Yeah, ours were lost in transit. Will you ship them out Air Express right away? Now, if you can make that 5 o'clock plane, they'll be here in time for rehearsal tomorrow. Yeah. Swell. Meanwhile, we'll keep checking with the baggage master here. Oh, thanks a lot.
Everything happens to us.
I'll call you later, Mr. Freilich. Come on, Bobo.
Let's capture this moment and carry it through. This moment with you.
That's all, Joe. That's all, Joe. Tell the girls they can go home now. No more auditions today.
What about that last girl, Mr. Freilich?
She was terrible.
Old tin ears sounded swell to me.
You were the best of the lot, kid. I'm sorry.
Thanks a lot anyway. You've been awfully nice.
Hi, Judy. How'd you make out with Jackson?
I didn't.
Oh, too bad.
Mary? Mary? Mary?
Hello, Merlini. I don't see Mary, but here's Martha.
No, thanks, Judy. How'd you make out with Jackson?
Not so good.
What do you suppose Mary got to? I need her for my act tonight.
When did you see her last?
Early this afternoon when Mrs. Blodgett came up to see about the rent.
Rent. Did you have it?
No. No. Not Mary. She wouldn't dare eat my act.
You don't know Mrs. Blodgett.
Is that you, Judy? Hi, Marge. Any luck? How'd you make out with Jackson?
No.
Oh. Well, don't worry, kid. Guys like Jackson just don't appreciate good singing, that's all.
Good evening.
Mr. Blodgett, have you seen Mary?
Mary? No, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. There was a Mary in Des Moines, I remember.
Did you look under the bed? Under the dresser? In the drawers?
I've looked everywhere.
Well, she must be around here someplace. Let's give another look in your room.
I have just remembered about Mary. Mary, she was of the theater. Ah, the theater. Yes, Mary, a beautiful girl. She was with the team of Ross and Rowe. Yes, I remember. It was in Butte, Montana. Cold? Why, your ears would freeze to your hat. It was the...
Merlini, did you look in your hat?
Mary!
You almost made me late. Another stunt like that and you'll wind up on toast with mushrooms.
I could use some of that.
Me too. Let's put on the feedback, Marge.
By the way, I heard you were talking of my wife.
Ah, Judy, you really look beat down and trampled on.
I am.
Listen, why don't you take some kind of a job? And look for auditions in your spare time. Yeah.
But if I get a job, I won't have any spare time.
Well, if you don't get a job, you won't need any spare time.
Meaning?
Meaning that you can't get any place with that sour puss. Keep up your morale. Smile and show your pretty teeth.
You mean like this?
That's it. And we'll look for a job that has something to do with music.
What do you have?
What's good?
T-bone steaks, pork chops, hamburger, fried chicken, and rabbit.
T-bone steak. T-bone steak.
I just said that's good, but we don't have any. Maybe you better have a salami sandwich.
Oh. Well, that's what we had in mind.
Okay.
Got a dime, Bobo? Got a dime.
Number, please.
Have you got Sweet Jam by Benny Jackson?
I don't think it's in yet, but I'll see.
That's Jackson again. I've heard enough Jackson for one day.
What's wrong with Jackson?
He's got a tin ear.
A deaf mute who thinks he's an orchestra leader.
Strictly a phony.
That guy doesn't know about music.
That record hasn't come in yet, so try tomorrow.
What do you mean, deaf mute, phony?
I beg your pardon.
It's a cinch you don't know anything about music, Jackson's or any others. You're just a dumb little cap of fratteries. Girls, you play the music and they go on the band, you think just because your salary to hit the rate? Well, your music won't at the rate of...
We don't have any foreign recordings.
You can't talk to us like that. You don't know that phony orchestra leader like we.
I know plenty. And it burns me up to hear people talk about something they don't know anything about.
You mustn't be impatient with our operators. They try to do their best under present conditions. We're extremely short of help right now.
I'm sorry.
Would you like to hear Leave a Fake It?
No, thanks. Leave us skip it.
Excuse us. We gotta go. Come on, Judy.
Hey, wait a minute now. About this Jackson guy, what's so wrong with him?
Everything. She auditioned for him today, and she's the best singer in New York City. He doesn't know a good voice when he hears one.
Well, why don't you give the poor deaf mute another chance? Maybe he wasn't wearing his earphones.
Earphones wouldn't help him. He needs to be completely rewired for sound.
Cancel our salami sandwich, will you?
With or without?
With.
Let's get a couple of earphones. Come on.
Marge, where are we going?
Did you hear what that jukebox operator said?
What?
There's a shortage of help.
So?
So, I told you I'd get you a job that had something to do with music. As of tomorrow, you'll be queen of the American jukebox operators. Jukebox Judy. Gosh.
Job with music.
Am I quite clear? I simply cannot impress upon you strongly enough the need of accuracy in your filing. Every time you finish playing a record, see that it's returned to the proper slot. Otherwise, you will find yourself hopelessly lost in records. Am I quite clear? As you see, each number is marked in white on the record itself. Am I quite clear?
Yes, ma'am.
There's your first call. Answer it.
Number, please.
Number 20.
Yes, sir.
Moment, Blue Daniel. Yes, we have that. Just a moment. Thank you, sir. All right, thank you, sir. Just a moment.
You shouldn't have any trouble if you follow my instructions. To the letter.
Number,
I'll do my best.
Number 6, we have there. Who will be?
Number, please. Thank you.
Number, please.
particularly stress the necessity of keeping the records properly filed.
Yes, ma'am.
Number, please.
Excuse me.
Just a moment, sir.
Number, please.
Is the Benny Jackson recording of Sweet Jam in yet?
Apparently, I didn't make myself quite clear. Carelessness is something we cannot tolerate. The records must be filed in order. Otherwise, no end of confusion results. Mostly when I told you that this afternoon.
Pardon me if I've tuned in on a busy line. I only to hear a record.
What number would you like, sir?
Benny Jackson's recording of Sweet Jam.
Yes, sir.
Number.
Benny Jackson at a time like this. Thank you.
I realize this is your first day here, but hereafter, the records must be filed in order. Am I quite clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Number, please.
Listen, dear, I asked for the Benny Jackson platter of Sweet Jam.
I gave it to you, sir.
No, dear, that isn't Benny Jackson.
I'm sorry, sir. I'll try to find you the right one.
Well, small world, isn't it? How long have you been working here?
Too long. This is Marge's idea of a musical career. Besides, the gal has to eat.
Yes, so's a man. Say, how do you like old, quite clear Horton?
The clearer she gets, the more muddled I am.
Look, don't let me interrupt your career.
What number would you like, please?
Listen, sweetheart, I don't expect you to be an elephant. But a cow could remember for 2 minutes I'm waiting to hear Sweet Jam.
Who's a cow? Why, you double-breasted stuffed shirt...
Careful, honey, careful. What this country needs is more supper hours.
Food. Delicious thought. I feel like I've been on a turntable.
You have, dear. Hey, we gotta hurry. I've got to be back in 45 minutes to make a recording.
Well, the way I feel, I could wolf a whole meal in 5 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
Why didn't I think of that before?
What, dinner?
No, a recording. Here's a real chance for Marge to make like an agent. And a record's much easier to carry around for auditions.
Sounds expensive.
Nonsense. There's a band waiting to make a record for a new singer. And Hank's a friend of mine. Why, we can slip you in for free.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, come on. What are we waiting for?
Take over, Mary.
Just a moment, sir.
First recording, huh?
Uh-huh. Do we get a rehearsal?
Take it easy. Don't expect too much when you hear the record. You may not sound like yourself at all.
Yeah, I told her people don't recognize themselves the first time.
If you want to sway my existence, say it with love. You can take away my resistance, say it with love. When you talk so nice, you put a kick in it, there's such a trick in it. I see paradise waiting down the road. If you want your heart to start singing, say it with love. If you want that lark to start swinging, give him a shot. I can guarantee what I'm speaking of. We will harvest acres of stardust if you say it with love. Why don't you say it with love? If you want to sway my existence, say it with love. You can take away my resistance, say it with love. When you talk so nice, you put a kick in it, there's such a trick in it. I see paradise waiting down the road. If you want your heart to start singing, say it with love. If you want that lark to you start swinging, give him a shove. I can guarantee what I'm speaking of. We will harvest acres of stardust if you say it with love. Why don't you say it with love?
Phoebe Forbes? What's she doing here?
Yeah, and that's the boss with her. He's always bringing in some blonde to make a recording.
I better go. Gotta get back to the merry-go-round.
Okay, Judy, can I walk you home after work tonight?
Sure, but stay clear of quite clear Horton. I still need my job.
Righto.
Ready, Hank?
Yes, sir, just as soon as I put on a new record.
What's this you have there?
Oh, I was testing some new equipment.
Well, let's continue on that day. We can't be wasteful in times like these.
Oh, I can use this for something else.
No, we can use that one quite all right, quite all right.
Yes, sir.
We're all ready, Phoebe.
What are you going to sing?
Oh, I'll sing this one. This is most suited to my voice.
Anything my little hummingbird wants. Gotta have everything just right. If her voice registers like her personality, why...
You're wanted on the telephone, Mr. Fralick.
Oh, that's all right. We'll wait for you, Mr. Fraley.
No, can't waste time. You go right ahead. I'll be back in just a moment.
If you want to sway my existence, say it with love. You can take away my resistance, say it with love. When you talk so nice, you put a kick in it, there's such a trick in it. Waiting down that line. If you want your heart to start singing, say it with love. If you want that mark to start swinging, give him a shot. I can guarantee what I'm speaking of.
Hello?
Mr. Philip, this is Spumoni. Spumoni over the tropics, you know. Yes. Now, Mr. Philip, I am sorry I have to be so firm about this, but something has to be done. We are opening in 1 week. You have sold me an orchestra, a singer, and specialty acts. But so far, I have not even seen your orchestra. They haven't even showed up to rehearsal. That's the least I could expect from them.
Now, Mr. Spumoni. I'm sure they'll be along shortly. You see, there was some little difficulty over orchestrations.
And when do you expect to have the entire organization ready?
Tomorrow. Positively, Mr. Spumoni. Tomorrow, positively, everyone will be together.
And how about the girl singer?
Well, yes, that's been taken care of, too. Mr. Jackson found one today. I'm sure you'll like her very much. Specialty acts, oh, they've been taken care of, too. Yes. Goodbye, Mr. Spumoni.
Why don't you say it with
Just can't wait to hear my first record.
Maybe you had better.
All finished, eh?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm so excited, Mr. Fraley. Can we hear it now?
Certainly.
Never mind, Hank. We'll hear it in my office. Much more cozy in there.
Now what do we do?
Don't worry, I'll get it back after he plays it.
Yeah, if he doesn't break it up when he hears that voice.
You can take away my resistance. Say it with love. If you want to hold me, for instance, say it with love. When you talk so nice, you put a kick in it. There's such a trick in it.
Well, that's not my voice.
No one ever recognizes his own voice the first time on a record. It's beautiful. Every bit as good as I expected. My dear, dear girl, my sweet little flower. I'll make you the sensational star of the season. What a voice. What feeling. You'll be the Fralick discovery. Confidentially, my dear, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to release that record just as it is. I'll put it on the back of the new Benny Jackson record that I'm releasing Saturday. You know what else I'm going to do for you? Sell you to Benny Jackson for the tropics. Yes, sir. You'll open with Jackson at the tropics.
Oh, Mr. Fralick, I just think you're wonderful. I just don't know how I can repay you.
Why, now, my dear, if I'm going to put that record on the market, we'll need a little contract. I'll have it drawn up right away. Miss Smith, send in one of our blank contracts. Thank you.
Judy, some roast chicken?
Roast chicken?
Oh, so sorry it isn't roast chicken, is it?
I'll take that.
There we are.
Sir?
Remember when we killed him in Bridgeport, those 3 days we played, we had him in the aisles.
Fine way to shoot crap.
Wise guy, you know, not a straight man in the house here. Get her. What was that, water? You kidding, water?
Chicken dinner and water. Wish we had some wine.
Wine. Yeah.
Look! Not bad. Hey, Merlini, can you do anything about our room rent?
Greetings.
Salutations!
Hello, Joe.
Oh, Joe.
Hey, whose birthday?
We're holding a wake over Judy's new job.
Where were you?
I was sorry to miss you, Judy, but I got mixed up on some work.
Work, horrible stuff. Did you get the record?
Not yet. Fraley got a saving streak. He used the same platter for Phoebe. Such a voice shouldn't happen to a cat.
Phoebe, what record?
Joe thought that if I made a record, you could use it to get me auditions.
Oh.
Only Fraley took it up to his office to listen to it. But don't worry, Hank said he'd get it back for you.
Ah, Fraley won't want it when he hears that Phoebe crack.
That's terrific, Bob.
Well, I do hope you don't intend to keep up this racket all night. I really need my sleep.
I'm sure you'll all get your sleep, honey child. You really will.
Fortunately for me, I shan't have to live here much longer. It may interest you all to know that the United Recording Company has just signed me to a contract. Good night.
Good night.
How did she get that?
Something's awful screwy somewhere.
It sure is. Well, one consolation, we'll get rid of her.
Well, here's to her continued absence. Let's drink up here.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ah, children, making merry, I see.
Hello, Mr. Blodgett. Won't you have a snack with us?
Well, I don't mind if I do. Chicken, I love it, I love it. This reminds me of the dear old happy vaudeville days back in Chicago.
Well, happy days, guys.
Happy days, kids, happy days.
Happy days.
Hey, reminds me, I got my invitation today.
What invitation?
Greetings. Having submitted yourself to a local board composed of your neighbors for the purpose of determining the place and time in which you can best serve the United States in the present emergency, you are hereby notified that you have now been selected for immediate military service. You will therefore report to the local board named below on the 9th day of August, Night.
That's the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, it sure is.
To war! To war! Oh, he got an invitation to a war! He's got an invitation to a war! He's got an invitation to a war! To war! To war! He's got an invitation to a war!
You got an invitation, a solid invitation, to join a lot of fellas you knew. Send your resignation to each affiliation and reach the Union Station at 2. Hot music, there'll be hot music. You'll be getting your rent for free. There'll be steak and mashed potatoes. Movies will be cheaper. You'll travel in a sleeper. You'll have a Jeep to take you around. If you see some action, you'll be the big attraction at celebrations all over town. Hey, laddie, gotta help your Uncle Sam keep healthy. He's our daddy.
By legal regulation, I accept the invitation.
'Cause you're gonna help the nation settle every altercation.
So I'm taking a vacation from my private occupation.
You may give a demonstration that will bring a decoration.
And my future destination may be any battle station. So long, Gail.
Mr. Jackson, I am a very patient man.
Indeed you are, Mr. Spumoni.
However, my patience is wearing thin. Do you realize, Mr. Jackson, we have an opening?
We only got our orchestrations a few hours ago.
Orchestrations are only minor detail, Mr. Jackson. Just one little minor detail. Mr. Frelick assures me you will have specialty acts.
Oh, and we will have. Mr. Frelick is selecting them very carefully. Nothing but the best, you know.
And the best singer, I'm told. Where is she?
Coming up. We have several marvelous candidates. It's a matter of making a choice.
Your choice should be here now rehearsing with the band, Mr. Jackson.
Well, you see, Mr. Spumoni.
Singer has to saw Regal Maid Meister. It isn't a question whether she's going to be in the band, was the sovereign maid, or the rates. We just have it for the Raven Heist. So don't expect the Raven Heist from them all. We just have them all in Raven salaries, and then we can rate the state with the Mawson. So it is a treat.
You may be right, Bobo. But where is the singer?
Well, we'll have her here for the next rehearsal, Mr. Spumoni. The sweetest little vocalist you ever heard. You'll be surprised.
Yeah. So will we.
Surprised are all very well, but I don't want to wait until opening night to be surprised.
Bobo, my son, we're on the well-known spot.
Well, looks like we'll have to beg, borrow, steal a... That's it.
What's it?
We steal a singer. Other guys steal from you, you steal from them. It's a thriving business.
Okay, but who do we steal and from whom?
Boss, if you'll give me the pleasure of your company at the Jukebox Emporium tonight, I shall run you off a few likely numbers.
That, my son, is not an unbright idea.
Yes, sir. Jumpin' Jiminy.
You ready, Judy?
Just a minute.
Number, please.
Number, please.
How about the cook stove special?
The cook stove special.
Yeah. You know, home on the range.
You meet the most interesting people in your work.
Wonder where the other half of that wit is. Say, did Joe get my record all right?
I'm afraid it's lost for sure, Judy.
Oh, what happened?
Nobody knows. Frank just said didn't send the record back.
Gee, and I didn't even get to hear it.
Yep, the old Alvin luck. Running true to
I'm
form.
recording a sweet jam.
Say, aren't you the one that wanted Benny tonight?
Yes, sir, but tonight, Benny Goodman. Then Harry James, Orrin Tucker, Glenn Gray, and Tommy Dorsey.
Oh, all for a dime. Customer's always wrong.
Look, sister, my boss wants to hear records, and when he wants to hear records, he hears records, see? And I got another quarter to back him up.
So now the stooge has a stooge.
Yes, the stooge got a stooge. Let me tell you something. You think you can talk to people around and back and forth and face because you're behind that counter of a film is? What do you think this is, a ballad crate or a papa or a salad? We're the kind of people for the recent heat warm our state. And when I blow my carousel, I'll blow your face right up where I was stealth.
Give me that thing. I bet you wouldn't dare say that in English. I have a good mind to come over there and paste you.
You and who else?
Me and her, that's who, and we know a couple of Marines.
Okay, bring on your invasion force. We'll be here for another half hour.
Oh, you!
Up to now, this is a dull job.
Yeah, but things are picking up. To horse, Judith, we've got a war to wage.
Carry on, Bertha.
Could this be the voice of irritation?
Well, if it isn't my dream girl, welcome, welcome. My friend, allow me to introduce the flower of the American jukebox, Miss,
Judy Alvin.
and her friend, Miss...
Marjorie Day, how do you do?
We are Bobo and Benny to our many fond admirers. Will you fair ones join us?
We came here to finish a fight.
And you'll need some strength, my dear. Garçon, this is Garçon. See what our guests will have.
Well, you folks gonna sit down, or do I bring a higher table?
Oh, yes, why do we stand gawking? Be seated, pray. Anything your little heart's desire, spare no expense.
Okay, T-bone steak, medium rare.
Didn't I have that same trouble with you two before?
Oh, that's right. Salami sandwich.
How about you? Salami sandwich.
Bellini couldn't have done better. Say, did you cancel that sandwich you ordered yesterday?
Well, here we are, just one big slap-happy family. You know, I never suspected you were the dulcet tones at the other end of that infernal contraption.
Do you think the machine will ever replace man?
I know a lot it should.
It has. If it could only do something about woman. Imagine a mechanical gadget, getting your breakfast, ironing your shirts, tucking you in at night, and going...
Okay, stop right there.
Personally, I think matrimony's here to stay. How about you, dream girl?
I managed to do without it.
Well, I'm not still carrying the torch for Jackson.
Torch? That was a whole bonfire.
We sure burn him up.
You mean you got a rise on it, Jackson?
Well, tell us about it.
Oh, it was nothing.
He didn't make you an offer, did he?
He certainly did.
What?
Thank you.
Judy opens with Benny Jackson's orchestra next week. This jukebox thing doesn't mean a thing. It's only temporary. We've got to go. She has a rehearsal.
Yes, I guess we'd better.
Well, could we drive you over?
Oh, no, don't bother.
Well, it's no bother at all, Judy. It's a pleasure. It isn't every day we get a chance to deliver two beautiful young ladies into the clutches of that wolf Jackson.
But he doesn't like visitors while he's rehearsing.
Well, when do I see you again, Judy?
Oh, we'll see you boys around. Judy's going to be awfully busy, you know.
But you see, recreation is the balm of life. If you're going to remember the wheels of life turning in the places and have a little enjoy Casterance and Belleville, it isn't a question of just going, oh, Jackson and I want to give you the pass from the West. We give you the happiness of love. You're going not to go home and sit there and just watch a little cavalry squad arrive to stealth. We're going to give you that gorgeous must of the best to give you that effluence of smelling of wonderful breeze of air to the West and give you love, happiness, candor, and simplicity.
Well, in that case, how can we refuse?
Then we'll see you Sunday. Where do you live, Judy?
405 West 45th, but I don't know if I can.
Sure you can. We'll have a gladsome foursome. That's better than a gruesome twosome.
We'll see you at 2 o'clock Sunday. Picnic or something, you know. I've always wanted to see what one of those things looked like on the inside.
Okay, we'll see you Sunday. Bye.
Well. How do you like your new act?
Not bad.
Have it nice with me.
Will you hurry, Judy? Hey, you're not going to wear that thing, are you?
Why not? It's the best one I have.
Well, you'd look better in a lampshade.
Say, Marge, I believe you've got something there.
This may be a Paris creation. Still to me, it's no sensation. I'll design my hat as I want it. Make me a bonnet, patriotic and exotic. I take this, I take that, make a pretty little hat. What I mean, use my bean, make my hat look keen. First I take a vase for a dash of color. What a pretty place for a sugar cruller. Feather on the crown, trim it all around. Arty and smarty and granny party grand. Here's my plan, using every little fiddle that I can. Though it's cheap and unique, don't you think it's chic? Take a bunch of grapes, let them hang right on it. Make it in the shape of an Easter bonnet. Try a piece of screen for the net, I mean. Groove it, improve it, but at the show remove it. Gee, that's for me. See my pretty fricassee. Took each bit that would fit. Now my hat's a hit. So head a hopper and Carmen Miranda. I've got a topper that couldn't be grander. If this creation doesn't knock 'em flat, oh brother, I'll eat my hat.
How do you like it? Not bad. That ought to fetch the fellas.
Something ought to fetch them. They're late.
Try it on. Let's probably blanch it to tell us they're here.
Ladies, fame has come to our humble home. Read for yourself. Even with all my years of magic tricks, I can't figure this one out.
With my own eyes, I can't believe it.
Good day.
Well, if she can do it, I certainly can.
Oh, well. Don't let it worry you. Judy, look. Look it.
Betty Jackson? Why, that's...
Your boyfriend and your big opportunity.
Opportunity? I won't be able to face him. You told him I sang with his band, and now he's coming here in the flesh.
But that's the best way. Listen, Judy, if I know my man, he'll show up. This Jackson guy can give you a break. I'll make an opening to give you an excuse to sing.
Well, it might work.
Of course it'll work. Warble that hat number or anything that fits the occasion. With your repertoire and my repartee, how can we miss?
I hope you're right.
Oh, good morning.
How do you do? Would you tell Judy and Marge the gentlemen they're expecting are here?
I would be only too happy to convey the message. Pardon me. Oh, I say, have you seen Margaret? Margaret? No, I can't say as I have.
I could swear she followed me in there a few moments ago.
What's the matter now?
Margaret seems to have misplaced me.
You remember Margaret? Blonde, beautiful creature. Sure she didn't go down the drain? Perhaps I had better call the plumber.
Oh, no, I'm sure that couldn't have happened.
Believe.
I knew a guy like Jackson wouldn't show up here.
We might as well shed the fancy duds. I know a swell place in Central Park where we can go roller skating.
Swell. On with the slacks.
Down. You're being stood up.
Oh, Marge, I could believe it. But Judy wouldn't make a date and then not keep it.
Oh, sweet and honest like, pretending to sing with our band, huh?
That was Marge's fault. You know, agent stuff.
Hey, wait a minute. Marge is okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, and so is Judy. What am I saying? That's your line.
They're both okay if they'd only show up.
What do we do now? Scram and a quick change. There goes your creation. I hope we didn't keep you waiting.
Oh, that's all right. We were only going to wait 6 or 8 hours. If you didn't show up by then...
We'd have waited some more.
Where are we going?
Anywhere you like, fair lady.
The carriage awaits without.
Ah, without.
Right, without gas. So, anywhere you like. Within a radius of 2 miles.
I know a cozy spot in the great open spaces of Central Park.
Peace, quiet, solitude, fresh trees, green air.
Lead on, Macduff.
Come on.
Why, Melisande, what in the world are you doing down here? All right. My phone's running over. Now, keep quiet.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Blodgett? Is Judy home?
Who? Judy? No, I don't think so. No, she just went out.
Well, will you give her a message for me, Mr. Blodgett?
Why, I'd be very happy to.
Well, please tell Judy that I just listened to that new record that Phoebe Forbes is supposed to have made.
I wish Melanie would make you disappear.
Well, tell her that's not Phoebe, that's her, Judy. Understand?
I'll tell her, yes, indeed. Your secrets are perfectly safe with me, Joe.
Well, will you tell Judy that that's the record we lost over at the jukebox company? Understand?
I heard a record you lost? Oh, yes, indeed. I'll tell her, yes. Yes, I'll tell her. Goodbye. You hear that? A record that Judy lost. How in the world could she have lost a record? Sheer negligence, that's what I say. I believe he's fired for a job. I wish I had my razor. I'd do worse than Melina. I'd make you disappear good.
We can go as far as we like on a gallon of gas.
Oh, that reminds me of that Oldsmobile song. Oh, Judy has a terrific parody on it. Give Judy.
Oh, I got one. Listen to this. Hey, but it's gay going way down the road. We got a freewheeling happy load. Knowing the Lord, knowing the horn, as he rides and she rides along. Sing the highway polka, swing the highway polka. Let's find a route that will suit everyone. See little towns getting brown in the sun. Hear the highway polka, cheer the highway polka. We will find our heart's delight in the highway polka tonight. Hotels and motels and billboards galore, farms full of charm and an old country store. This is for us. Hop in our bus. We'll set out and get out of sight. Sing the highway polka. Swing the highway polka. We want to see with the boss with the master Louise for pots of day. If we should kiss the balls of the bass with the rotary scabs of the available. Hear the highway polka. Cheer the highway polka. We will find our heart's delight in the highway polka tonight.
Now let's hear some good music. Judy has a number that...
Good music? I'm glad you reminded me. I know just the program. All the latest records. Judy, there's something you ought to know. What I mean to say...
Look, Mr. Jackson,
Oh, is that what you wanted to tell me? That you knew I was Jackson?
I saw your picture in Downbeat today.
Well, that's what I've been trying to tell you. Well, now you know. I'm the deaf mute. Hey, but guess what I did after our battle at Bosco?
What?
Went out and got myself completely rewired for sound. You don't mind my being Jackson? I'm glad you've overcome your allergy to me.
Guarantee what I'm speaking of. We will harvest acres of stardust if you say it with love.
Hey, Bobo, listen to that. I'm listening.
Say it with love.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Definitely.
You have just heard Say It With Love as sung by Miss Phoebe Forbes. This was a United recording.
United Recording, that's Fralick.
Maybe Fralick, but it's not the Phoebe Forbes I know.
Hey, step on it, Bobo. We gotta find Fralick. He's been holding out on us. We'll have to drop you girls. I hope you don't mind. This is awfully important.
Important, it's crucial.
Phoebe Forbes, huh?
Goodbye, girls.
I'll see you later. So long, kids.
Great. That's what you call being dropped.
Well, he does have an opening to worry about.
Yeah, well, I've got a problem to worry about. That girl we heard wasn't our Phoebe. I'd know that hog-calling voice of hers anywhere.
So what?
So there's something fishy, and I'm going to find out what it is.
Miss Forbes is here, Mr. Fralick.
Tell her to wait a moment.
Yes, sir.
Have Miss Forbes come in, please.
Good morning.
Well. And how's my little songbird this morning?
Oh, I'm just fine, Mr. Fraley. And how are you?
Topping, my dear, just topping.
Did Mr. Jackson really call you up about little old me?
He called me up. He was waiting on my doorstep when I got home last night. That record sure wowed him. He made me promise to have you here bright and early this morning to sign the contract. I told you I'd get very good terms for you, my dear.
Oh, Mr. Fraley, I just think you're wonderful.
Mr. Jackson's here to see you, sir.
Morning, Miss Fralick. Oh, this is Miss Forbes.
How are you, Mr. Jackson? I just been dying to meet y'all. I just love your band.
Fine. Then it's all settled, eh? You can open with us Wednesday night?
I have the contracts all ready, Jackson.
Good. Can you come to rehearsal at noon, Miss Forbes?
I have your specialty acts coming at noon, Jackson.
Oh, I see. Well, then would you come at 2 o'clock, Miss Forbes?
Oh, I'll be there.
I hope you'll be very happy with us.
I'm sure she will be.
And thanks to you, old man. This is a great load off my chest. Well, so long. I'll see you this afternoon.
I'll be there.
Now, that's all settled, my little hummingbird. We'll make your second recording. The orchestra's waiting. All ready, boys? I'll listen in the control booth.
Capture this moment and take it to heart tonight. Let us live all our life.
There's something wrong with your equipment. She's terrible.
She sure is.
I can't understand it. Did you make that first record of her, Hank?
Yes, sir.
Does she sound the same to you?
Sure. Same voice, same girl.
There's something the matter. My office, please. Turn off that noise. Miss Smith, will you please bring down that original master record of Phoebe Forbes?
We'll remember each other like this. Whatever comes to pass, may our love fill the hourglass. Let's capture this moment and carry it through. This moment is you.
Was that all right, Mr. Fraley?
There's something wrong with the equipment.
Well, I declare. Do you mean to tell me you let me stand out there and sing that song all the way through and your equipment wasn't working? I can't waste my voice. I've got a rehearsal this afternoon with Benny Jackson.
Oh, Phoebe.
Give him a show, I can guarantee.
You trying to make me believe that's the same voice?
Oh, no.
Crazy paradise, waiting.
That's the same voice.
She's terrible. Who's the other girl?
I don't know her name. Some girl Joe brought in.
Do you mean to tell me...
Shut up, Phoebe. Get Joe down here.
I can't.
Why?
He's in the Army.
In the Army? Where?
I don't know, Mr. Fralick. When you go in the Army, you just go in the Army.
Do you mean to tell me you released some other girl's voice under my name?
You got me into this. You deliberately let that voice pass as your own. That's rank misrepresentation, highway robbery.
Are you kidding? Who's robbing who? I got a contract with you, and you're to pay me for making records. And you'll pay me whether I make them or not. I'll sue you.
Phoebe, your southern accent.
And you released another girl's voice under my name. I'll get you for that, too.
She's not wrong there.
Now, Phoebe, my dear, my little hummingbird, let's go into my office and talk this over calmly.
You'll hear from our lawyers, Mr. Freilich.
Now, there's no need for you to go to that expense, my dear. Look, let's go into my office where we can be quiet and collect our wits.
Now, what did you have to say to me, Mr. Freilich?
Phoebe, I may have been a little harsh in what I said, but I was upset, shocked, hurt.
I was mortified. I've never been treated like this before in all my life.
Well, let me help you, my dear. I'll buy your contract.
I've been humiliated. I've been sold on a wonderful career, and then all my hopes dashed to the ground. And you said I was terrible, Mr. Freilich, after we've been such good friends.
I see your position, my dear, and I'm sorry about the whole thing. Now, Miss Smith will draw us up a little form to sign that will release us both from our contract and from Mr. Jackson's.
Oh, that's very nice, Mr. Freilich, and I'm perfectly willing to do that. But what about my career and my reputation?
I agree with you, Phoebe. I'll make a little check for the face value of the contract, and then you'll be able to go away and study, become a great singer.
It'll take a long time, Mr. Freilich. Double the face value.
Yes, of course. Double the... What am I saying?
You were saying yes, Mr. Freilich.
Uh-oh. Here we go again.
And to think I got her those terms with Benny Jackson. Now, of course, Phoebe, in order for us to smooth all this over with Mr. Jackson, it'll be necessary for you to develop a severe case of laryngitis.
Of course. That ought to be easy.
I'm a very patient man, Mr. Jackson. Very patient. But we open tomorrow night, and your vocalist has not showed up. Your contract specifically calls for...
I know. But everything was all set this morning. She said she'd be here.
All I know is you've been stalling all week, and you're still stalling. Is there a girl with a voice? Is there a girl? Is there a voice?
I don't know. I'll call Freilich.
Did you try all the Sweeneys in the phone book? No relatives of Joe? Did you call the army camps around here? Well, can't the Red Cross help us? Did you try the Salvation Army? Hello? Oh, yes, Benny? Oh, you tried to reach me before? Well, I was out on business. I just got back.
Hello, Camp Gotham Induction Center. Have you a Joe Sweeney registered there who just came in recently?
Oh, Miss Forbes hasn't come to rehearsal. Well, I can't understand it. She left here in plenty of time.
You have? He's in the office there? Oh, please call him to the telephone. It's very urgent.
Well, she did say she'd developed a slight throat irritation and was stopping by to see her doctor.
He's there. We've located him. Yes, I'll hold on. I must talk to him.
Yeah, I'll check up right away, Benny. You wait there. I'll go out and find the girl and bring her to you myself. Goodbye, Benny.
Hello? Joe Sweeney? This is Mr. Freilich's secretary. Mr. Freilich. Is this the Joe Sweeney that used to work for United Recording? Oh, the Acme Trucking Company, huh? And you've never worked for United Recording? Well, is there another Joe Sweeney in your outfit? No? Oh, all right, thank you. Wrong Sweeney.
Well, try the Navy, try the Marines, call the White House.
Hey, Marlene!
What is it, Ma?
Get Stick and Chuck and come in the butcher's room. It's very important.
Enter. What's up, Marge? Anything wrong?
I gotta get your advice on something. Listen to this.
Something up? What goes?
I want you all to listen to this and tell me who's singing this song.
You can take away my resistance. Say it with love if you want to.
Hey, isn't that Judy? Sounds like Judy.
Say it with love.
Oh, I see Judy found her record. She lost.
You put a kick in it, there's such a trick in it.
What did you say?
The record Joe said Judy lost or something.
When did you talk to Joe?
Why, only recently. He called up about a record she lost. Isn't that it?
Well, that does it.
If you...
Look. Look who gets credit.
Phoebe Forbes.
Phoebe Forbes. Boys, we got work to do. Miss Forbes, we have a little matter to take up with you.
About a phonograph record.
Released under your name.
How dare you come in here like this? You get out of here.
That phonograph record, Phoebe.
Whose voice is on it?
I don't know what you're talking about. And you get out of here. I'll call the police.
Boys, I guess we better explain, huh?
Oh! Found it! Oh, boys! Oh, boys! Put me down! Oh, this is injustice if ever I heard of it. Oh! What do I have to do now, fellas?
Now, about this record, Phoebe. Who made it?
How dare you do this to me? How dare you? You scram out of this room or I'll have you thrown in the clink.
That record, Phoebe.
That's none of your business, you big lugs.
All right, boys. Oopsie daisy.
Now, who made that record, Phoebe?
I don't know. Let me down.
What about that record, Phoebe?
I don't know. Honest.
But it wasn't you.
No.
What about your contract?
Oh, Mr. Freilich bought it back today. It wasn't me on that record. I don't know who it was.
She probably doesn't know, Butch. As long as she admits it wasn't her, we know who made it. Come on, let's collect Judy and make like a posse.
Hey, come back here. You can't leave me here like this. I'll sue you for assault and battery. Those half-wits think they can do this to me and get away with it. They got another thing coming.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Jackson. Oh, this is Miss Forbes. Yes, I know. I'm terribly sorry. The doctor says I have a slight touch of laryngitis. But I'll be all right for tomorrow night if I just rest quietly.
Yeah?
I'll be there in time to give your boys my music in the right key. I'm awfully sorry. Oh, I just can't come to rehearsal. All right, Mr. Jackson. I'll be there. Goodbye.
She can't get here until tomorrow night.
Laryngitis. Never will I open another opening. Positively never.
Judy, we've got to talk to you. Something very important.
Crucial. Urgent.
In fact, interesting. Just a minute, please. You people can't come in here like this. Miss Alvin, are these your friends? Why, yes.
We want to borrow Judy for a while.
That's out of the question.
Oh, we'll bring her right back.
Miss Alvin, this is neither the time nor the place to entertain your friends. We have strict regulations. You people will have to leave immediately. Am I quite clear?
Who is this obnoxious person?
Just an old cat.
I think I'll make her disappear.
Thank you, sir.
Skip! I better go with you. I'm fired for sure. You should worry about this job. Wait till you hear what we found out this afternoon. Come on.
Did you try the Merchant Marines?
Yep. I've tried everything.
Mr. Freilich, please. Oh, Mr. Freilich, my client and I have a matter to take up with you.
That record you released under Phoebe Forbes' name.
Don't mention that name. What about it?
My client can prove that she made that record. And don't think you're going to get away with it, because we're going to sue you.
You made that record?
I certainly did.
My dear, dear girl, my sweet little flower, I can make you the sensational star of the season. What a voice, what feeling. Trust to me and you'll be the Fralick discovery. Miss Smith, will you...
Okay, I'll get you a blank contract.
Boys, you gave a wonderful performance. You were marvelous.
It'll be better next week when Judy goes in it.
Why not? Ain't she a Fralick discovery?
Well, when are you going to talk to Benny Jackson?
Right after the show tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the opening of the Tropics and of Benny Jackson's and his band. We have seen dancing, acrobatics, and magic. And now I will give you that great little singer who has recently made a hit as a recording artist, and who, we know, will climb to the dizzy heights of fame during a season here at the Tropics. Miss Phoebe Forbes.
How did she get here? That girl promised to have laryngitis and disappear.
Mr. Fraley, don't worry, she will.
Marge, we should do something. She's going to mess up the whole show.
You're not kidding. Come on, fellas.
It's music to my ears when you hold me near and whisper what I long to hear. At last it's love I know. Your words make me tremble and haunt me day and night. Make my heart a dancing thing and dancing I can't escape your spell when I love each word you say rings like a bell that's calling me to know. Each little speech you say to me comes back again to stay with me. I'll always be gay, long as what you say means music to my
Ladies and gentlemen, the pinnacle of the conjurer's art, sawing a woman in half. A possible impossibility, hypnotizing the minds of you people into believing I actually saw the little lady in half. All right, gentlemen, proceed.
this moment. Let's capture this moment. Play it. Play it.
Let's capture this moment and take it to heart tonight. Let us live all our life to come, just repeating this fleeting delight. Let's make this moment be our pattern for ecstasy. Though you're distant or next to me, may we still feel the glow. Let's seal it with flame now and settle it with a kiss. So if ever the stars grow dim, we'll remember each ember by this. Whatever comes to pass, may our love fill the hourglass. Let's capture this moment and carry it through. This moment with you. Let's seal it with flame now and settle it with a kiss. So if ever the stars grow dim, we'll remember each ember by this. Whatever comes to pass, may our love fill the hourglass. Let's capture this moment.
Relax, Nora. Don't you had a busy day.
And